Hello, just wanted to do a quick, I don't know if it's going to be quick. I always say it's quick and it's not, but I don't know if it's going to be quick, but I just wanted to do a crystal video and I haven't done a video in a long time. So I said, hey, I want to bring the crystals to them and I want to go on camera. So crystal messages coming out of the 4-4 meditation and grounding exercise that I did with a friend yesterday. It was really powerful. Yesterday's energy was so potent. And I've connected it to the um I've connected it to um the eclipse energy on the 8th, the 4-8 energy. I actually thought I have in my mind all is one thing. And I was like 4 days ahead of the eclipse. But the 4-4 energy was really calling me to ground and to grit. So I did that yesterday with a friend, and some really beautiful messages came out. A lot of frequencies, a lot of, number frequencies are coming out. Tones, sounds, frequencies, numbers, numerology, just pay attention. Pay attention to the codes and the symbols that are coming to you because we're really initiating. We're in a process of initiation and transformation and just starting really starting a new path. It's April, zodiac new year, and year of the dragon, year of the rose. Just so much good stuff. I've claimed this month as auspicious April because it's really such an auspicious month. Auspicious. Sorry. Um, Download seasons. Sometimes the vocabulary is a little messed up, right? Because it's just so much stuff coming in my brain. Sometimes the words get confumbled. So it's a very auspicious season, very auspicious April, and here we are. So let's get into it. I've done this like a million times. When I do videos, it's such a long process to just get the perfect video out. And sometimes it's easier just to, deliver the message without coming on video. But then sometimes I am guided to get on camera and even though I really wanted to avoid doing the video today, Spirit was like, no, you're going to get on camera and do this. So here I am obeying, right? All right. So 4-4 portal was yesterday, like I said, wonderful energy. I had several wow moments. It just was, I bursted out into tears. It was just so heartfelt, a lot of stuff that was happening. And it just was a very spiritual, loving, grounded day. It just was really awesome, really awesome. And I decided to pull some cards from my 2 new crystal decks because I wanted to get again that clarity, that crystal clear message, and just see that energy by doing if you are following me or if I'm sending you the crystal clear messages, thank you so much for being a part of my first crystal clear 44 messages journey. And we are on number 22, which I hope you guys are patiently waiting for. It is a wonderful crystal and it's some beautiful energy to tap into, really. But because I've been learning so much about crystals and really tapping in further into the crystal energy, that's why I decided, and working with the crystal realm, I've just been having a really beautiful last 2 months, and they have completely grabbed me and taken over my world, the crystals, and they are teaching me more and more. And it's beautiful to be a part of their lovely realm, and a student. So I went to them to say, give me more clarity on what happened in that meditative moment, because I was the guide in that moment. So I also wanted to just kind of like receive my own energy back to see what I could receive from myself while I was giving energy to other people, and just to see that reflection. So I pulled the crystal card to see the reflection of what that whole moment what was emerging, the energy emerging out of that moment. And what was so special about it, super special about it, was that we started at 2 o'clock. Now, y'all know I like numbers and crystals and cards and flowers and, and synchronicity. And, I'm always pointing out the synchronicities in life, you know. Um, so it started at 2 o'clock, and we just connected and talked or whatnot, and decided what to release and what to grid, and 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 I did the guided meditation, and when I opened my eyes, it was 444, and I was like, it was, and I bursted out into tears because it was just so. It was like we call it a heart explosion or a heart activation. Like my heart just felt so full, that I had done that, first of all, because it was just something I wanted to do, and something different, and gritting and doing a guided gridded session. And that just divine order, divine timing on that day was 444 when I came out of it. And it's just the synchronicity of it all. I'm 44 this year. It is 8 energy year, and it's the 444 portal. So it's like, so it's still so beautiful and perfect. So again, completely wild throughout the day. And like I'm saying, tap into your code, tap into your I'm starting to sing the song, because guess what? I woke up singing a song today saying, get your codes, go get your codes. Go get your codes. I'm not gonna sing it, but I am gonna give you the information. I woke up singing, rapping, go get your codes. When you see them shutting it down and showering it with fear, it's because the celestial codes are here. Go get your codes, your colors, your numbers, your jewels, and your downloads. Go within. When you see a shower of fair, no, love is here, and let the power of love be near. Go get your codes, go get your codes, go get your codes. Tap into your elements, guys, and go get your codes. Remember, when you see them showering you with fear and shutting down things, go get your codes, man. The codes are near. So go within. Going within is always a safe place to go, right? So go get your codes, guys. This eclipse season is potent and powerful. Don't worry about all the fear mongering. And yes, we did have a 4.8 earthquake today, but all is well. Everybody who I talked to said, I'm good. I didn't feel anything. Oh, it's just a little shake, you know? So yes, the world can shake and shiver and shimmer and change, but we could be good. And that's what I'm here to say. That's what I want to tell everybody. And that's what I've been saying to everybody. Don't get caught up in the changes. Know that we can go through all these changes. The ground can shake, and you could be good, man. Good. So get grounded. And, people have been asking me what to do, or what do you think is coming with the eclipse, and da 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 da. And I say, connect to the elements. And that's why yesterday I connected to the 4 elements, and we grounded and we gridded the ley lines, connect to the elements. That's the best advice I have. Connect to all the elements, and ground in this beautiful energy that's coming in. So if the earth shakes, you rocking with it, or you standing steady. It's not going to topple you over. That's the point, The boat could rock, but you could be good, I had some pain in my body yesterday too. And also, I just want to bring this metaphor to you. I had some pain in my body yesterday too. And I was actually tapping into a sound that was being played on the television more than what they were saying. And it just happened to be the sound of the ocean. My eyes were closed. It just happened to be the sound of the ocean. And I could just feel like there was the ocean water. And I realized that it was rough at one point, but then I could hear the water reaching the shore. So it was like shh, and then it was like, and I was like, and I kind of like was guiding my pain. I do energy medicine, so I was like guiding my pain to to move through my body like the sound I was hearing. And it worked. You know what I mean? So kind of like think about that too. Like sometimes we are in pain, but we could be in pain and we still reach to the safe shore. You know what I mean? our pain could just be that passing moment that that we still arrive to the shore with, and we're good. So kind of we have to learn to process our pain and to allow changes to come to us without fear. And that's some of the stuff we put in the grid. But anyway, that's another story for another day. Let me get these messages to y'all and start my weekend. All right. Or if I end up posting this tomorrow, let me get these messages to y'all. All right. So first card that came out, and again, I did this after the gridding and the grounding just to see what energy was here and for me to share with everybody else. All right. So the first card that came out was the Hathor energy, which reminds us that we are ancient, infinite love. Hathor energy is Taurus energy. It is grounded earth energy, right? It is about music and celebration and love, motherly love and love of the earth, right? And feeling safe and protected and secured in that grounded motherly love, right? So it was the really perfect card to come out. And like I said, we had the 4.8, no coincidence, but synchronicity, earthquaking, but we are feeling safe and grounded in that we can shake and we could be good, you know what I mean? So and these crystal cards have beautiful QR codes, so I will add these to the link. You can definitely put that, you can scan that, or I'll just add the link to the video, right? So you can listen to the tones and the frequency of the Hathor, because it's all energy. You can call it Hathor goddess, or you call it Hathor energy that is within you. However you see it, play with it. But just remember, it's you. It's energy within you that you can tap into, or it's energy around you that you can download and tap into and use. However you want to see it, however you want to be it, do it. All right. So Hathor energy, and the message that Hathor wants to give to us again is that you are ancient. You are love. You are infinite, right? So we can say this mantra with that tone, with that frequency tone, if you want to use that tone, or you could just, say this every day to yourself. I am ancient. I am infinite. I am love. I return to my deep knowing. I am filled with unlimited possibilities. And I don't know if you guys remember, if you are following my rainbow codes, or if I'm sending my rainbow codes to you, but Chris 44 crystal clear messages, we are at number 21. And I have slowed down with those messages because I too am processing them, and we're not in a rush to process ourselves. And this week has been all about this 4-4 energy. So that will come out soon. The next 22 message will come out soon, probably this weekend. But, again, we are time masters. So a day is a day is a day. All right. So remember that you're ancient, you're infinite, right? You're eternal, right? We are eternal beings, right? Time, please. We are time masters, right? So we can just relax in our rising, as well as we can be fearless and right on time, So remember, I am ancient, I am infinite, I am love. I return to my deep knowing. I am filled with unlimited possibilities. So the rainbow code for return is, the rainbow of return is unconditional love. And of course, what came out was the rose quartz. And of course, the rose quartz came out again today. And of course, I can't find it. No, it's right there. The rose quartz, right? So Hathor is reminding us you're ancient and you're returning to your deep knowing. What's your deep knowing? Love, right? And that's love of self, love of family, love of your body, love of each other, love of humanity, love of the earth, love of animals, love, right? And not commercial love, not store-bought Valentine's Day love, love, right? So, but I'll go deeper into that. And let's just see what Hathor energy is. When I use these energies, it's not a person I'm tapping into. It is an energy, right? So I think of it as Hathor energy, which is Taurus energy, earth grounded energy in Kemet or Egyptian astrology. Hathor is Taurus, so that's earthly. And again, May, think of May, flowers, grounded, and all of that, that earthly security and connection and feeling safe and secure within the earth, right? So the alchemy message here is as the wings of sound carry you to the temple within, open to the timeless energies of Hathor, which represent your feminine lineage. You are being transported to the Hathor temple. That's if you listen to the tone. You are being transported to the Hathor temple in Egypt. The goddess from this temple is pictured on the card. You are being reminded that you hold within you an ancient wisdom, a deep connection to the earth, and an easy access to the vibrational frequency of love. All is in alignment and only an intention and a breath away. It is yours to choose. So again, we can choose anything. All is in alignment, but you have to put that intention in there for yourself, and you have to breathe that in and exhale some stuff out and connect to what we want to connect to our desires, to go into the deep knowing of ourself, so because Hathor is talking about excuse me, is talking about the temple within you, right? And you going within yourself and finding all of that beauty and love and ancientness and wisdom, right? Again, with the numbers, infinity. Well, it's the number 2, but it's the infinity sign, which is the 8 energy. The 8 energy. The 8 energy, right? So we have that 8-8 gate popping up again, Lion's Gate. And both, well, more yesterday, which was the 4-4, was also a Lion's Gate energy because 4-4 is 8 and 2024 is 8, so 8 and 8. So yesterday was another Lion's Gate energy. So it's beautiful how that all came together. Also think back of some of the Lion's Gate intentions that you might have seeded. See how are you going along that path? What I realized with all of this beautiful crystallization that I'm stepping into is that, hey, that was my Lionsgate intention for in 2021. I wanted to go in depth with the crystal realm and learn more and more and more. And since 2021 and now, I have learned more. I have been doing more stuff, buying more crystals, tapping into more, crystal knowledge. But this is the year that I've decided to use it in a different way and as a medium for me to express my messages, not necessarily having the crystal itself, but tapping into the intelligence and the spirit of the crystal and using that to speak many languages to many people, so tap into the temple within. All right. The next message was from the next crystal message was the black tourmaline. And this was also great because I just come out of doing the grounding. And again, I have been advising people to ground this week and to connect to the elements, right? Black tourmaline is all about healthy boundaries, safety, and protection. So let's get into it. All right. Black tourmaline and the number is number 10. And number 10 is always a what? a new beginning because we go from 1 to 9. 9 is culmination and completion that holds the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we start all over again with 1. But this time we have spirit with us, right? So we're more empowered. And that's why we go from 10 to 20 to 30. We elevate, right? Or even with the octaves of 8, 8 and 8, but there's always this elevation. But that 10 or that 0 is knowing we're it's being amplified with spirit. So we walk 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, complete, and then 10. Oh, you can't do this without spirit. You need me now. So we're at that 10th moment. And when I was thinking about all of that, what I connected with, which is the fairy stone, because that's the crystal for this week that I actually haven't put out yet. And it's almost like walking with spirit, right? That 0 energy. And it's like all of us have to now walk with spirit. And the fairy stone came out. So it was like, that fairy godmother, that whole concept of the fairy godmother came out because this week again, auspicious April. It's very fairy like, it's almost like I've been walking with a fairy godmother on my side, just saying, okay, do this, do this, do this. And it's just been working out so good. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a very beautiful, auspicious season, and we can believe in not believe in the fairies, because I just caught a feather today that was it. Oh, and I keep on saying that these are my fairies. That's interesting because I got a white feather 2 days ago, and then I got a white feather today. And the one I got 2 days ago, this is the one I got 2 days ago. And I said to a friend of mine, I said, this is my fairy stone feather. And then I got another one today. I posted it on Facebook, and it's so small. It literally just fits on on my finger. And it's so small. It literally could be a little fairy. You know what I mean? So anyway, and I got 3 fairy feathers this week. I got 3 feathers this week. This was my first one. This is the first one I got, right? So I got 3 feathers this week. So again, I'm like, that fairy stone, that fairy stone crystal is sending me feathers. And this week has just been, like I said, a very special, auspicious. Am I saying that? I feel like I'm saying it wrong. Auspicious. It's been a very auspicious week. Yeah, I was saying it perfectly until I got on camera, so I don't know. So whatever it is, you know what I mean. But let's get back into it. Number 11. So the tourmaline, that's what I was about to read about the tourmaline, the black tourmaline, and it being about healthy borders, right? And barriers, and the importance of us making those healthy barriers and borders. And I wanted to bring the crystal message, the prosperity message with the tourmaline, because I think it's very important. And I think that's collectively what we're observing, as well as what we also need to continue to ask ourselves as individuals, right? So the black tourmaline is all about healthy boundaries, repelling and dispelling unwanted energies, shielding and protection, and healthy interdependence. Its prosperity messages. Healthy boundaries build trust, which is important when it comes to money and finances. It's so easy to jump up and insist, oh no, I think I'm not getting a fair deal here. When this crystal appears, be especially observant of any tendencies to be unclear or insecure about the flow of money between or among you and your circle. Now is a good time to check in with everyone to be sure that they are comfortable with how the force of prosperity is moving from person to person. We are meant to help each other and share our influences, our affluence. So confirm that you are maintaining healthy boundaries as you work with others in ways that involve money and wealth. And several things came to mind when I read that earlier. I thought of, well, my own experience this week and within the last couple of months of me actually having to say no to people who have asked me to help, not because I am not in a position to help, but I just have a healthy barrier when it comes to me lending money to somebody else that I'm not sure that I can receive payment on because of the reality of where I am financially. So a healthy, and as a woman, I don't want to give a man money. Let's just keep it real, especially if that man is not helping me to build my empire. Okay. So listen, and how I've had to really respond to several requests is saying that, there's certain things that I have earmarked for my money, as well as projects that I have to finance, and I'm not in the position to help you with yours. But I wish you the best of luck, as well as I can offer you ideas because I'm full of ideas and I'm very abundant. I of how maybe you can generate more money in your world, which is the same thing that I have to do for my own. You know what I mean? So sometimes we can't give money, but we can give people advice on how to um, pay for their dreams. You know what I mean? I do not consider myself to be a financially rich person, but I've been able to do all of my dreams, finance all of my dreams. And I think that's the purpose of abundance is to be being able to manifest the resources that you need to fulfill your dreams. You know what I mean? So, we have to learn how to be more resourceful and where to go for our resources, as well as getting back to the message, the crystal message, um, saying no. It's okay to say no. It's okay for you to make those healthy boundaries. And people might not understand why you have to say no to money or to the exchange of something else for money. Look at what's going on around us in the celebrity world, in the stars world. I see a lot of bridges falling down and stars falling. And it's all based on the contracts and the agreements and who got paid for what. You know what I mean? And it's one thing, hey, I show up for a job, but hey, what's this financial agreement? What are we really agreeing to here? You know what I mean? And that's a real conversation, and not just on the sexual aspect, but just on the, you want me to do what? And what's the salary? And what does that really entail? On the New Vision radio show that I'm so blessed to be a part of, we were talking about selling out. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of sell out. A couple of years ago, it was no snitching. Well, how about no selling out? You know what I mean? Prostitution is not just sex for money. Prostitution is selling yourself. And a lot of people sell themselves for different reasons. And it don't have to do nothing but cash. You know what I mean? So healthy boundaries is a big, big, big subject, and we all have to look within our own communities and relationships, especially our relationships with money, and double check to see if those boundaries and barriers are up. And if the ones that are up are healthy, or maybe there aren't any up and we need to place some up or break some down. So again, it's all around us. And there's always something within us that we can address first and foremost. All right. So that was the tourmaline, the black tourmaline, reminding us to have healthy boundaries with each other, and especially when it comes to money. All right. Don't be afraid to have conversations that you need to have around your healthy boundaries with the people that you want to have healthy exchanges with. Anybody that you have a healthy relationship with, you're going to have to put some healthy boundaries and barriers up, because if you can't, then it's not a healthy relationship. It just ain't. All right. So that's very, very important to remember. And Mother Hathor wants us to remember that. And she's doing it with the black tourmaline, right? Be strong and know that you're safe and you're protected, and you can put up some healthy barriers around any subject in your life that you need to. All right. And then the next message from the crystal realm was number 11, Sugar Light Platinum, which is wholeness, forgiveness, and dreams. And you can go in the back. Like I said, I will put the QR code in the message. And this is about, and this came out with the rose quartz. So that's why I wanted to, anyway, but let me read this one first. That's why I wanted to remind everybody about that rainbow message, that the rainbow of returning into our wholeness is that unconditional love that we must give to ourselves first and foremost, right? But anyway, the sugar light of wholeness, forgiveness, and dreams, right? So all of that is available to us. Wholeness and forgiving ourselves and forgiving others, and our dreams. Like sugar light, is it sugar light? Sugar light, sugar light. That's a nice name. Sugar light, like sugar light, sugar and light. Sweetness, sweet light. Anyway, Akita, focus. Sugar light is reminding us of all of that sweetness that is possible, wholeness, forgiveness, and our dreams. That's sugar light. I get it. It's sugar. It's the light of sugar. And sugar's not like a sugar could kill you. Okay, I'm not gonna forget this crystal now. Sugar light. And I think it's one of my favorite colors, purple. Yes. All right, so let's see. And it's number 11. So it's carrying that numerology code, number 11, which is awesome. Right? And sugar light, platinum at that, right? So 11 is always about self-reflection, as well as our relationship with our higher self, And again, the number codes, number frequencies, the two. And we had 2 with Hathor saying, go within yourself. Even the 8 energy, right, is up and down, as above, so below. It's 2 things, but it's infinite. And we're not 2 things. We are multidimensional. We are multi things. We're beyond 2 things. We are multidimensional, right? So let's read the message for Sugar Light. Sugar Light's alchemy message is the gentle murmuring of the sugar light and platinum singing bowl is inviting you to bathe in the energies of forgiveness, beginning with yourself. Sometimes we can be hardest on ourselves. Do you feel something within you that you deem unforgivable? Where in your body do you feel it? Bring the breath of compassion and inviting presence in. Forgive yourself and others too. Breathe in love, breathe out judgment. Let's do it. Breathe in love. Breathe out judgment. And remembering, I had to remind myself just now, when we breathe in, your stomach should go out. So it's almost like you're feeding your belly or your solar plexus with air. And sometimes I really do forget to do that. I'm not conscious of that. So I have to remind myself to check in to see if my belly is going in or out while I'm breathing, right? So we breathe in and your belly should feel your belly coming out. Breathe in, you feel your belly coming out, right? So breathe in. You can't see my belly, but you can see my chest racing because, right? So we breathe in. and we breathe out. You can see my body coming down. So as we breathe in, we're receiving and we're opening. And as we breathe out, we're releasing and contracting. The breath is so, so important and powerful. And breathing, conscious breathing is the thing, is the gold. So do you feel like something is unforgivable? Where in your body do you feel it? Bring the breath of compassion and love present. Forgive yourself and others too. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in peace, breathe out stress. Your possibilities are expanding. Dreams are birthing. So this is a beautiful, beautiful message saying, forgive yourself, child, and forgive others. Breathe that in, breathe that out, and let that go. And focus on your dreams, right? So again, this is all for the eclipse season, right? All for this beautiful eclipse season and eclipse energy that we are seeing a lot of fear around. Breathe in and breathe out. Let your fears go and tap into your dreams, right? Stay focused on those dreams and then act on them too, not just dream a dream. Do the work, do the work for the dream to come into fruition, as well as get some crystals so you don't have to work aside. Or tap into your ancestors, our guides, tap into this beautiful celestial knowledge above us that gives us the wind beneath our wings to fly. You know what I mean? Integrate yourself into the knowledge so that that you get your codes and your keys and your downloads, right? This is why we do it. This is why we step into the mystery to know ourselves, right? And to breathe and to release and to manifest. And the last crystal that came, let's get the mantra for the sugar light and the sugar light platinum. I think it's sugar light and platinum. I don't know if it's sugar light platinum. What made platinum sugar light? I don't know. I gotta look into that crystal. And it's number 11. So we have this mantra for this one is I forgive all who have caused me pain, beginning with myself. I embrace complete forgiveness. I can love again, and I receive expanded possibilities. I plant the seed for my dreams and allow them to manifest. I am anchored in wholeness. Oh, I love that. I love that because, like I said, I pull these after the gridding. So it's like, yeah, those seeds are in the grid. Right. And I am anchored in wholeness. That's where that's where you want to go. That's what you want to be. You want to be anchored to flow. You want to be anchored in your wholeness, man. Anchored to flow. That's how we go. That's how we go. I didn't even tap into that earlier. But yeah, man, we got to anchor ourselves to flow, right? And the anchoring is the grid. Sorry, the anchoring is the grounding, right? And anchoring is the grid too, because that's below the ground. It's the grids, or within the ground are the ley lines and the grids. So we anchor to come into more and more and more and more and more and more wholeness, because wholeness is a big old word. Wholeness fits all of your diversity, all of the earth's diversity, all of the cosmos and the universe's diversity in a harmonious unity, right? So for the wholeness, you have to understand the myriad and the multidimensional levels of yourself, as well as this vast, vast universe, right? And the last message was the rose quartz. We begin with love, we're going to end with love. I'm sorry, not sorry. That's just how it is. No matter how far away you come, go from it. You got to return to it. It's like a boomerang, baby. And for the rose quartz message, I wanted to read the meditative message, right? I wanted to read that meditative message. The meditation message. It is the Crystal Spirit Meditation, is what it's called. Rose quartz is often identified with romantic love, but this beautiful stone, in fact, encourages us to experience love in its myriad of forms. From a mother's tender care, Hather, of her child to random acts of service or kindness towards a stranger. Humanity. um, Rose quartz encompasses all expressions of love, including self love. Meditation with the stone brings the knowing that we are a part of this loving frequency, that we are perfect and always have been. We begin with love, we gonna end with love. That's just how it is, you know. So again, when you see them showering you with fair, what did I say? No, love is here and your celestial codes are, well, love is near and your celestial codes are here. So just tap into you and get all of that juice. I said I wasn't going to rap, but hey, listen, Hather loves music. So when you tap into Hather, you're going to sing and you're going to dance and you're going to have some joyous days and some fun nights. And you're going to just, you know, you're going to twirl a little bit. So, guys, it's the eclipse season, right? And like I keep on saying, I am here to bring the light of the eclipse to remind people to ground and tap into those elements. And no matter what comes, know that you can get through it and, you know, find your tribe, find your people, and have those conversations. Be clear, have crystal clear messages. Make sure you are putting up those healthy boundaries, you know, communicate your truth and keep on focusing on the positive and go within. I mean, I'm not saying it. Spirit said it. Go within. Eclipse is here. Go within. Get your codes. Get your jewels. Have a beautiful weekend. I might do some more. But enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Bye. Happy eclipse.